Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Plummy, and in this video I'm gonna be reacting to GFriend's Labyrinth mini album. I think it's mini album. I don't know what exactly constitutes a mini album, so if it is a full album, consider full album, call it that, whatever. As you saw in my title track reaction, I wasn't really a huge fan of the title tracks. Honestly, at least I think in this case I'm gonna enjoy the B-sides much more. Because, and I already mentioned it in my reaction of the title track, it felt a bit too much like Sunrise and Time for the Moon Night, to the point like it almost sounds like both of them. So I'm hoping, and I'm pretty sure that the B-sides are gonna sound different, because I did watch a highlight medley on the Big Hit Labels YouTube channel, so I have some impression of what the songs sound like. And I gotta say, one thing that I was worried about now that GFriend are part of Big Hit essentially was whether their sound was going to change. And for the title track at least, I think that wasn't the case, maybe to the point where it ended up being bad because it didn't change at all. But I'm pretty sure there's definitely gonna be some in the B-sides, because when I listened to the highlight medley, there was one of the songs, I don't remember which one, did sound like what usually nowadays BTS's music and TXT's music sound like. So yeah, I'm gonna point it out when we get to it if I notice it. But yeah. And if you guys end up enjoying this video, and specifically in this case because I'm doing like 7 videos in a day, I'm just crazy at this point, but I do want to listen to all these songs. And if you end up enjoying these videos, I would really appreciate if you decide to go to Patreon or Subscribestar and you decide to support the channel, because I enjoy doing this and I enjoy making these videos for you guys, but I also need to support myself. So yeah, and this takes like a lot of time to record and edit. So it would be greatly appreciated if you decide to support me. But if you don't want to do it, don't feel guilty about it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out by liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with somebody who think might enjoy. And now, without further ado, let's get into the reaction, starting with the first song, Labyrinth, in 3, 2, 1. I can already tell you, I think this should have been the title track, and it would have made sense. Yeah, I'm liking this one definitely. I love how it's kind of faster than most GFriend songs. It feels like the tempo is at least a bit faster. Because usually one complaint that I have with GFriend songs is that they are a bit too slow for me to like them. I definitely like this one much more than the title track though. Honestly, genuinely, this should have been the title track. And by the way, I'm sorry if I'm speeding up through the songs, but as I said, I have to do a lot of reactions today, so I'm trying to do it as fast as I can. Because I also have other videos that I need to record. Yeah, I think these B-sides, I think already you can see maybe, I'd say this is up to personal opinion, but I think I can already sense a bit of a difference in their sound now that they're part of Big Hit, even though they said they wouldn't mess with GFriend's music. I don't know, maybe it's just me, and maybe it's just me imagining things, but the songs already sound like they have much more bass, which is kind of a bit of a complaint that I've had with some GFriend songs. But that just might be some songs from GFriend not having it and others having it, so it's not necessarily a definite thing. Okay, I really like this one. Honestly, I think they should have done this as a title track to set... I mean, maybe they wouldn't have wanted to set themselves away from what they've used to be, so the fans wouldn't feel like betrayed now that they're part of Big Hit, like they're gonna sell out and change their style and everything. And I understand and respect that, because that is kind of a complaint or worry that I have for some groups, that at some point, usually when they start getting bigger, they move away from the sound and style of music that I've loved them for. And so far, I've only had like one group do that, technically, that being BTS. And because I was such a huge fan of BTS, I don't want any other group to do that. So I respect if fans felt that way, but I feel like, because this doesn't feel like too different, or really that different at all from your normal GFriend song, I feel like they should have done this as a title track to set this as a, I don't know how to call it, a new era, or to set the new era of GFriend, I guess you could call it. I don't know, I just know that I really enjoyed this one, and definitely much more memorable than the title track, for me at least. If you don't like it, that's fine. If you like it, that's even better. But yeah, everything about the song is so good. I love the fact that it has more weight and bass to it, which again, it's a bit of a complaint I've had for some GFriend songs, specifically when I was reacting to B-sides, which I kind of still do whenever I get requests, but I haven't gotten any for a while now. The vocals were great. I think there was even a huge high note snuck in there, but I didn't really pay enough attention to notice it that much. I kind of heard it, but didn't really pay attention. So that was good. Like, the song pretty much to me sounds perfect. I love the Hurricane Ya chorus. Like, the chorus is great. Maybe it could have been even more standout or unique for me to even love it much more, but so far I definitely really like it. Personally, I'm gonna give this song a 9 out of 10. But the thing is, because I don't know how your average GFriend fan would feel about this song, it's up to you to decide whether it's gonna be an 8 out of 10 if you don't like it, or a 10 out of 10 if you also like it. Because yeah, I can see some GFriend fans not liking it because it is a bit different, in my opinion, from your average GFriend song, and it feels like it is a change that has happened because they are now part of Big Hit, essentially. But yeah, let's move on to the next song of this video. Here we are, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I know I have not really listened to other mini albums of GFriend like when they were released, but I'm weirdly liking this, and I think it might be because they're part of Big Hit. I don't know. I don't want to put all the praise on Big Hit, but so, this sounds better to me. I don't know why, really. Like, the songs feel like they have more weight to them. Feel like they have more bass too. Maybe they're better produced. They're using some of the Big Hit producers. I have no idea. But I enjoy this much more than other B-sides. Like, what the hell? Also, I'm sorry I'm drinking as I'm doing this, but my throat is sore from talking so much. And yeah, this one is not as good, to me at least, as Labyrinth. Because Labyrinth is much more my taste of faster paced, more... I mean, it wasn't really hard hitting, but it's just a bit more fast paced and powerful, I guess you could call it. But this one, during the chorus at least, is really good. I really like this chorus. I don't know how, but I think all of these songs that I'm going to be reacting to in this one, in this video, in the last one, and in the next like two, are so good for some reason. And there's so many more comebacks coming. I cannot even keep up, because I actually want to do these reactions for each group, and when there's like 5 groups at the same time, it's just impossible. Yeah, I don't know why it sounds so much better, but I love the fact that it sounds so much better. Because I think now I can actually become a proper GFriend fan, because for the most part, I don't really consider myself that much of a fan. More of a casual at most. But if they keep releasing this good of a music, maybe I will. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to repeat myself, but I kind of have to. This was not as good as Labyrinth, still pretty good. Personally, I'm gonna put it at an 8.2 out of 10, because it was still above average GFriend, and for me, average GFriend is about an 8 out of 10. And the chorus is really good, I really enjoy that. Like, I'm honestly surprised how memorable these two songs, and these songs in general, are so far. Usually GFriend songs are not that memorable to me, but I feel like, I don't know if it's the fact that they're in big hit, whether they're using producers or whatever, but it sounds a bit different to me. It sounds better and different in a good way. But yeah, I don't know why. Objectively, I guess this one can objectively be a 9 out of 10 truly. Because I feel like this is more similar to what we've seen from GFriend so far, so I can more easily see GFriend fans loving this song. Because it's not as much of a departure as Labyrinth is, even though even Labyrinth is not that different, but it's definitely more different than this. And yeah, that's pretty much for this song. Let's move on to the next one, because we have like 3 more. That being Eclipse in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I think so far this one is probably gonna be my least favorite. I guess because it kind of sounds like what I would expect from GFriend. Which I guess is a fine thing, but still. Okay. The instrumental and the rhythm the song is going for is kind of interesting. Even though this one is all kind of my least favorite so far, it still somehow manages to surprise me and intrigue me in some ways. And so far, again, similar to Everglow, the songs are so different from each other. I don't know, is it me? that is noticing that these songs are so much better. I don't know. I mean, come on, it can't be all these songs are just coincidentally at the same time so good, and I'm enjoying them so much, but I don't know. Maybe. And I mentioned it in my title track reaction, but Una's hair, I love it. I love this color on her, it looks so great. This part here is so satisfying to listen to, and it's definitely really memorable. Okay, so for this song, I'm repeating myself, I know, but still, it's definitely the one that is most similar to your usual GFriend songs, which is fine, but because of that, it's definitely my least favorite out of these three, although in some ways it is a bit more interesting than Here We Are. Like that chorus of of Eclipse is maybe a bit more interesting than Here We Are, but I don't know. It's just I'm surprised how much these all three songs so far managed to actually be memorable, kind of, mostly. But damn, like I'm surprised by how much I'm enjoying this, because I wasn't really sure whether I wanted to do these reactions, but I decided let's do it because I'm gonna be doing the rest anyway. I don't want to just leave Dreamcatcher in the dust. But yeah. Personally, I'm gonna give this one a 7.6 out of 10, which I know it's a bit lower than the other ones, but again, it's the most similar to GFriend, and for me, just your average GFriend song is not particularly interesting. Not that it's bad, but it's just not for me, and that's why I have two scores, if you didn't know, so I can share my personal and a bit more objective opinion. So yeah, personally, this song for me is a 6, you know what, it's gonna be 7.8 out of 10. Because I actually kind of like the chorus and it's pretty memorable. Objectively, I'm gonna put it at an 8.4 out of 10. Because even, I mean, you know what, it's kind of confusing because I can see your average GFriend fan enjoying this more because it's more in line with GFriend's usual music, but it also doesn't really do much different with it, so yeah, you know what, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at an 8.4 out of 10. And yeah, I guess let's move on to the next song of this video, that being the song Dreamcatcher. And it's kind of funny that they have a song called Dreamcatcher, because Dreamcatcher, the group, and GFriend's style of music, I feel like Dreamcatcher is just, how to say it, like I found Dreamcatcher because of GFriend in a way, but Dreamcatcher's music is like what GFriend's music started off as, I guess, with like Navilera and Rough, but taken up to 11 essentially. Like both groups have Japanese influences, more or less, and GFriend has some more rock-ish songs. But yeah, it's gonna be really funny if Dreamcatcher's next album, which they revealed like the last 2 or 3 days, is gonna have a song called GFriend. It's gonna be really funny, and also they might do it, I don't know. But yeah, I'm curious how this song is gonna sound, whether it's gonna have rock influences, although I very much doubt it, but who knows, maybe they are doing this as a kind of tribute to Dreamcatcher, who knows. I don't know how close GFriend and Dreamcatcher are, or whether they even know each other. So yeah, let's get into the song in 3, 2, 1. So far, definitely not like, it doesn't sound like a Dreamcatcher song. Okay, I think at this point definitely we top the scale with Labyrinth. I definitely think Labyrinth is the best song of this album. It's definitely the only one which I'll probably keep listening to. And yeah, this song doesn't sound like Dreamcatcher, but the name I'd say still fits, because it definitely feels like a slow, like, song that would make you sleepy, because it definitely is making me sleepy right now. But it's still not bad, and I'd say it's still definitely better. Like, this album is still probably my favorite GFriend album. I think I'm just not enjoying this one because it's slow. But the chorus here, the "You're My Dreamcatcher" part, is so satisfying. I love it. But this one is probably the most forgettable out of the 4 so far. Yeah, I wish more of the song was as catchy as the "You're My Dreamcatcher" part. The rest is kind of very forgettable. Okay, so yeah, this one, I mean, I wouldn't say it's my least favorite. I'd say Eclipse is my least favorite so far, but this one, I think is just the worst, because it didn't have a lot of things that really left that much of an impact on me, which is basically what I judge the songs, whether I remember it afterwards, whether I want to listen to it. Like for this song, the only part of it that does that is like "You're My Dreamcatcher." That's the only catchy part that I want to listen to again. The rest really is not that memorable at all to me. But if you enjoyed, that's completely fine. I still, I'd say, enjoyed it more than Eclipse, even though I barely focused on it because it is kind of forgettable. But yeah, personally, I'm gonna give this song an 8 out of 10. Because again, I enjoyed it more than Eclipse, and the chorus was interesting enough for me. Objectively, I'd say I'm gonna put it at about the same, because again, it doesn't have anything that leaves that much of an impact on you, but it's not bad or anything. The vocals are great as always. There's nothing that sticks out as terrible. Maybe it's just like it's a bit forgettable, so there's that. And yeah, let's get into the last song of this video, that being GFriend's From Me in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I already like the instrumental. Please skip it for the rest of the song, please. Yes. Man, if this song was in English, I would probably be freaking out right now. Because I've mentioned it in the last video, but I think one of the reasons why I don't enjoy slow K-pop songs is because I don't understand the lyrics. Because usually when I listen to slow American songs in English, I actually love them. They're usually my favorite kind of songs. But for K-pop, because I can't understand the lyrics, I usually just go for the sounds, and the songs which have the most sounds and the most in-your-face sounds are the ones I enjoy the most. Yeah, I definitely like this one more than Dreamcatcher. It's definitely even a bit more memorable. And I know I'm saying definitely a lot, I'm sorry about that. Okay, this part with Shinbi was a bit of a letdown. Like, for a second in the beginning of it, I thought it was gonna sound really good, but it didn't for some reason. Honestly, I think I would have preferred if this song was an acoustic version, for one. Because I love the guitar sound in the background so much. And like, I think one song that I reacted to in like the last 3 videos ago, I think it was, which I said sounded a lot like a song from like the Disney Channel movie Camp Rock. This one also has those vibes. That's why I think if it was in English, I would actually love it. Okay, and yeah, that's pretty much the reaction to my to the mini album. But yeah, this song it's pretty much in the middle of all the rest in terms of how much I like it. I love the acoustic guitar in the background. I wish more of the song was like that. I actually didn't pay attention about like 30 seconds into the song. I feel like it disappears. but I didn't pay enough attention to tell for sure. But I just wish more of it was there and it was more, you could hear it more. But other than that, I love the singing in this one. The vocals are great. There are some parts, like specifically as I pointed out, that shimmy part, which I thought it was gonna be one of those moments in a song that really stands out as really good, but for some reason it didn't. I don't know why. It just sounded a bit off for some reason. But overall, the song is pretty good. And again, I would have loved it if it was in English, but it's not. But because of that, I feel like it was a tiny bit forgettable. Not to the point of, what was it, Eclipse? That's how forgettable it was. I think it was Eclipse, which was pretty forgettable to me. It's not that bad, but it's just a bit better than it in that regard. But overall, I enjoyed it. And I gotta say, Labyrinth sets, the first song, I mean, not the album, the song Labyrinth sets a huge expectations for the rest of the album, and I'm sad to say that the rest of the album didn't exactly live up to the expectations of that, although it was also nowhere near bad. But yeah, for this song I'm going to give it personally an 8.4 out of 10, while objectively it's going to be an 8.6 out of 10. And yeah, I pretty much explained already why, but I just like the vibe that gives me off of like that Disney Channel movie Camp Rock. I love the songs from the second Camp Rock movie, and it just has exactly that vibe. So maybe because of that I might end up listening to this one. But yeah, from the album, Labyrinth and From Me are definitely my two favorite songs. So how I'm gonna rate these songs is gonna be essentially Labyrinth number 1, From Me number 2, Here We Are number 3, Dreamcatcher number 4, and Eclipse number 5. But yeah, if you guys have any requests for songs you want me to react to, whether GFriends or any other K-pop songs, make sure to comment them down below and I'm gonna add them to my list, though I don't promise when and if I'm going to react to them, though I most likely will. Just because who knows what might happen, and especially with how many videos I'm recording, specifically K-pop reactions today, I probably won't want to react to K-pop songs for like a week or so. But anyway, comment them down below. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe. Also check out the list in the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories. Because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you do enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon or Subscribestar, where you can pledge your support and help keep the channel running. But if you don't want to do it, that's fine. You can still help me out by liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with someone who you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!